Hello guys, so today's topic for us will be route filtering. Our task will be this, we are going to do route filtering, but before that you have to know that what route filtering actually is. So route filtering is a technique of filtering out the routes. In your CCNA, in your basic networking, you study what is known as access control list, and using the ACL you can do data filtering. That is quite easy. You will just create the ACL what you want to filter, and you will apply the ACL on the interface, and particular packet that you allow in the ACL will be filtered out. It is a very basic technique. What we are going to do today is going to be route filtering. We will use this ACL to filter out the routes that we do not want. So if we are using route filtering, there have to be a routing protocol. So first we will configure routing protocol. Let's take EIGRP. Some routes will be incoming to us, and then we will use ACL and apply it not on the interface, because interface you apply even data filtering. We are going to apply on the routing protocol itself. But if you are applying the ACL on the routing protocol itself, you cannot directly apply it. You have to use something known as distribution list. So we are going to use distribute list and apply the ACL on the routing protocol. So main type of ACL are your standard ACL and extended ACL. That's why we have task 1. We are going to use standard ACL. Task 2, we are going to use extended ACL. For both of them, we are going to use a tool known as distribute list. What is that? It is used to apply the ACL on the routing protocol. So first look at the topology for task 1. We have R1, R2, R3 connected by the serial links, and we have the network 10.0.0.0 and 20.0.0.0 here, and on R1 we are going to create 4 loopback networks. Loopback network simulate just your LAN network. Just imagine that you have 4 LAN networks connected with the R1, 172, 168, 1.0, 2.0 and so on. Our task is, first we will do routing. These routes will go from R1 to R2 and R2 to R3. We do not want these routes on R3, so we are going to filter them out. So let's first create the topology from scratch. Let's take the routers in GNS, R1, R2, R3. Let's connect using serial cables. Serial cables are not necessary, it is in our task, that's why only we are using them. If you want, you can use serial, Ethernet, fast Ethernet, whatever. And also this normal mistakes can happen. See, sometimes DNS mix up the interface. So just click on the link and it will tell you which interface it is. R2 serial 60. So it will be like this. Okay, because if this goes wrong, your IP will be different, and even your EIGRP is not going to work out. In here 172, 168, 1.0, 172, 168, 2.0, 172, 168, 3.0 we are going to have, and 172, 168, 4.0/24. In here the network is 10.0.0/24. In here 20.0.0/24. So let's start the routers. Right click, let's take the console access. Here we have R1, R2 and R3 as well. So first the basics, what the IP addressing should be perfectly fine. Then only we'll talk about the routing, and then finally comes the route filtering. Interface serial 60 we have this time. IP address will be 10.0.0.1.255.255.255.0. No shut, exit out. Interface loopback 1, IP address 172.168.1.1. It's a loopback interface, virtual interface, no need to do no shut. So interface L1, see L1 means loopback 1, L2 means loopback 2. IP address 172.168.2.1, 255.255.255.0. Interface L3 meaning loopback 3, IP address 172.168.3.1, 255.255.255.0. Interface loopback 4, IP address 172.168.4.1, and in here I am giving .1 meaning 1.1, 2.1, 3.1 and 4.1 because they are the first IP address, first usable. These IP you cannot assign, these are the network IDs. This is 172.168.4.0. Even if you try to assign them, you will immediately get an error message. What? This is invalid mask, the bad mask. Why? Because it is a network ID. Network ID you can never assign. That is why we are going for the very first usable IP for each and every interface. Exit out. So let's confirm the IPs. Show IP interface brief. These are all the loopbacks that we have, and on the interface we have 10001. So let's go to R2 and assign it as well. In here we don't have any loopbacks. We have only two serial interfaces. 60 IP address 10.0.2.255.255.255.0. No shut. Exit out. Interface serial 61. IP address 20.0.0.1 255.255.255.0. No shut. Exit out. So IP address is done here. Let's hop on to R3, and in here we only have one interface. Interface serial 60. IP address will be 20.0.0.2.255.255.255.0. No shut. Now let's do the EIGRP. Config T router, the name of the routing protocol, and the autonomous system. Let's take 100. Network command. This command is going to turn on EIGRP on our serial interface. For the loopbacks, we can use 172.168.0.0. This command will turn on the all loopbacks that we have, because all of them have the common 172.168, and it is a class B IP. If you want, additionally you can give no auto summary. Why? Because no auto summary will help them carry the exact subnet mask that they have. Otherwise they will be showing as your default ones. And if you don't use no auto summary, you know what will happen? All of them will be summarized into one 172.168.0.0/16, because all of them are classless. You have to use no auto summary, otherwise they will be summarized into one network. Let's go to R2. Before that, if you want that EIGRP is properly running on all the interface or not, you can do show IP EIGRP interfaces. Yes, it is running on all my interfaces. Let's go to R2. We have two networks running here. So router EIGRP 100, no auto summary, network for 10, and for my 20 network on the right side. Immediately you got the message that EIGRP neighborship is up. Let's go to R3. Only one network here. Router EIGRP 100. No auto summary, network 20.0.0. Let's do show IP route. You will get all the routes, and these are the routes, my friend, that we want to filter out. So first you will use EIGRP to get the routes. Then only you will say, okay, now let's do route filtering. And it is not data filtering. In data filtering, what you will say, you can say from here, I should not be able to ping these loopbacks. That is data filtering. Your data will be filtered, but in the routing table, routes will be there. If you want to do that, that is pretty easy. Create the desired ACL, go to the interface, apply it. But for route filtering, you will first create a desired ACL, then go to the routing protocol, use the distribute list, and call the ACL there on the routing protocol. Then not your data, but the routes itself will disappear. And you can say whatever route you want. You can say I want to filter these two routes, other one I want. It can happen. So first basic task will do what? We want to filter all these, all loopbacks. Okay. So for that, first we need the ACL. So let me first show you the commands, how it really works. You have to be not good but decent knowledge of access control list if you want to learn the route filtering, because very first process is going to create ACL, and in here I am using standard access list. How can you tell? Because for the standard ACL the number is from 1 to 99. So if you ever see any ACL in between 1 to 99, you know that it is a standard ACL. So in here I am saying what? Access list 1. I want to deny 172.168.0.0, and my wildcard mask is 0.0.255.255. So let's first talk about these wildcard. You might not be familiar with them. Access list 1. Access list, number of the ACL I want to deny. What you want to deny? 172.168.0.0. Okay, the thing is I will look at this IP and I will deny. But how many octets you want to match? You just want to match the first octet, you want to match the 2 octets, 3 octets or 4 octets. That depends on your wildcard. So in our case, our task is to filter all of them. So look here, what part is common in all of them? 172.168 is common in all of them. That is why the wildcard is going to be 00255. So this one ACL can deny all those routes, and then the remaining routes we want. For example, this route will also be coming via EIGRP, right? We don't want to filter that, so we will say after that access list 1 permit what, any, all the rest of the routes I want. Now we will not go to the interface, our ACL is ready. Then the next step is just go to the routing protocol you have and call the distribute list, and then the number of the ACL that you created and the direction in which you want and the interface. Meaning what? You will go to the routing protocol on R2 and you will say that on S11 in the out direction I want to apply the ACL 1 using distribute list. Distribute list is just a tool. Okay, if you are familiar with programming, it is just like using a function and calling the other functions into that to do the job. So you will use distribute list, and distribute list have the power to apply a lot of security mechanism on your interfaces. So we'll say distribute list, call the ACL1, apply it on the out direction on S11. Why on the out direction? Because we want to do filtering on R3. So these routes will not be sent ever to R3. So let's do that. Let's look at the commands. On R2, access list 1. We want to deny what? 172.168.00. Our wildcard 00255.255. One more entry. Otherwise, all the things will be filtered. Access list 1. Don't give 2 here, because if you give 2 here, you will be creating a new ACL. You don't want that. In one ACL, you can give a lot of entries. So access list 1, permit any. These are my 2 access list entries. Now I will go to the EIGRP router, EIGRP 100 interface. We have to apply, but in our case the interface is 6.1. But first, see, do we have any command that's saying access list? No. The real tool, the utility is distribute list and question mark. What are these? These are, I told you, a lot of security mechanism. It can apply standard access list, it can apply extended ACL, it can apply the gateway keyword, the prefix list, it can apply the route map also. Remember route map? We did that in BGP. BGP video, go and watch that, the BGP advanced lab. Route map you will use in BGP to manipulate a lot of things such as your next hop. You can even apply those sort of things here. So what we are going to do, distribute list. In here we want only access list number 1 because that is the ACL number that we created. Now space question mark. You want to apply this on the inside or on the outside? You tell me, because we want to filter on R3. If you are doing the same thing on R3, can you do that? Yes, you can apply the same ACL and you can use the filtering on R3 also. If you are doing on R3, then you will apply on the in direction. So on R2 we will apply on the out direction. Now question mark. What are these? These are the interfaces and all. If you want, you can just do enter, you know. You can just press enter right now and it will be done. But if you press enter, this distribute list will be applied on all the interfaces. We don't want that. Why we don't want that? Because in future we might have a router here. We might have a router here like this. If you apply, if you just enter now, then these routes will also be filtered here. Okay, so first let's check this. We want to filter, do the filtering only on R3. So we will tell that on S61 on the outside. So out direction we have already told. We don't want to apply it in all the interface. We want to apply it only on the serial 601. Okay, not 60, that was the incoming one. So distribute list, name of the ACL that you created, the direction, and towards the router where you want to do the filtering. That's it. Exit out. Do show history. We went in there, we turn on EIGRP, we created the ACL to filter what we wanted. If your task is different, ACL will be something else. And look, if you apply something on the routing protocol, the EIGRP will be resynced. Previously what was happening, all the routes were coming. D means what? EIGRP routes. Why? Because D is the dual algorithm, diffusing update algorithm used by EIGRP. Show IP route. What is happening? All the routes are gone. Not all the routes. All the loopback routes according to our task. Look, this route is coming. So it is not data filtering, you just filtered out the routes. So this was what we done using our standard access control list. So tell me one thing, if I go in here and if I turn on EIGRP on R2 and R4 also in this link, will the routes be coming here or not? They should. Why? Because we did filtering only here in the out direction. Let's make a symbol of that. And we did what? We block the routes, but we haven't blocked them on this interface. So let's check it out. Let's just create EIGRP here. Let's first turn on the router. Let's go to R4. It will take few seconds to boot up. Till then, let's go to this interface F00 and assign the IP 24.111.255.255.255.0. no shut. Exit out, and we have to also turn on EIGRP on that. So router EIGRP 100 network command 24.0.0.0. It will turn on the routing protocol on that. For the beginners, always do these things. I added a new interface, I did EIGRP and I will cross check. Is it on? Yes, it is. Just to be 100% sure. R4. So let's go to R4. It is on right now. We just have to do two things. Assign the IP address on the interface and start the routing protocol EIGRP 24.112.255.255.255.0. no shut. Exit out, and the routing protocol router EIGRP 100, no auto summary, network 24.0.0.0. Immediately within few seconds you will get the message of neighborship show IP route, and our whole hypothesis was right. Why? Because we received the routes, because we did not do the filtering there. So if in future your task would be like that, I don't want R2 to send these routes to anyone. So then what I will do, I will not tell the interface, I will just do the exit. So let's do that. First, go to the EIGRP router EIGRP 100. This was the distribute list. Let's remove it. No distribute list. Wait few seconds, you will get the message, and then go there, you will be getting the routes as well. Okay, wait for a few seconds. It might take even 10-20 seconds for EIGRP to resync. All the routes coming on R3, this guy and this guy also. So if you want that I want to block the routes on all the outgoing routers on R2, so you will not tell any interface. R3 you are having the routes, on R4 also you are having the routes. So on R2 what we will do, we will say I want to apply the ACL. I will use the tool distribute list 1 in the out direction, and that's it. If you say enter, you know what happened now? I applied the ACL on every interface in the out direction. So the routes will also disappear from R3 and they will also disappear from R4. So let's go to R3. Gone all the loopbacks. Go to R4. Gone all the loopbacks. So this was your task, doing route filtering using standard access list and your distribute list obviously. So let's remove this thing. Do this at least 2-3 times. You have to be good in ACLs. Okay, then you can try this. So this was very basic task just to learn. Okay, we are not here to do something magical, some big task. Our job was what? How to use ACL in the routing protocol to do the filtering. So task 1 taught us how to use standard ACL. So now we are going to hop to task 2, which is going to tell how to do the filtering using extended list. So first thing first, what is the difference between standard ACL and extended ACL? Standard ACL can only filter the source. If your source is this, I will filter it. That's why we used here. And in the source, we won't put any source IP, we will put the routes that we want to filter. And the extended list, you can tell your source and the destination as well, and you can even tell the protocols and the port numbers. So in this task, we will tell the source and the destination, meaning what? We will tell what are the routes we want to filter, like this we did in the standard ACL. But in standard ACL we never told they are coming from where, right? We just said block these, that's it. So extended ACL we will say block these routes when they are coming from this router. Okay, so I created a very small task for that. R1, R2, R3, quite simple. Let's take some network here in between, and in here we are having 1110/24 and the same network here. This is experimentation lab, okay? It's not a live scenario. Our task is to learn the extended ACL filtering using distribute list. So what will happen, we have the same networks on R1 and R3. When you turn it on, the EIGRP, R2 will be receiving 110 route from here and here as well. There will be two routes, there will be load balancing happening. So what is our task? We are going to use distribute list on R2 so that the route 110/24 should come only via R1. Okay, it should not come via this side right here. We want it to come only from here. So you want to do the filtering and you want to tell that I want to do the filtering when coming from this IP, and you are not allowed to use the interface in. Okay, so let's do the second one, meaning what? See, the task number one, you are allowed to use the interface in the distribute list. Okay, let's do one thing, let's do that first. Okay, so let's copy that thing, open the paint, do it here. Oh, it is quite small. Okay, this is our task. So first we are going to do task number one. Let's take some networks. Our network is going to be 12110/24. Oh, that's scary big. Copy that, and let's make it small. Let's make it little more small. 12110 here, and let's take here what? 23110. Because we are going to need some networks and routing protocol. Obviously, let's continue with our EIGRP 100. So we don't have as many loopback as the task 1. Let's take R1, R2 and R3. Same networks you want to create 1110/24, and in here 1110/24. Serial interface, okay, no worries, we can take serial. We have a lot of serial interface on our GNS routers. See, again the same weird thing GNS does. It will put the interface here, and if you connect it here, it will put the interface on top of that. So be very careful. If you don't know, just take your cursor on the link, it will tell you. Let's start the routers, wait for a few seconds to boot them up. 12110/24 we have here, and in here we have 23110/24. R1, R2, R3. Interface F00. Oh, no more F00. We have all the serials, right? So interface serial. What is the interface we have? 60. IP address going to be 12111. Let's take 255.255.255.0. No shut. And exit out. And let's create the loopback network 1111 we have here. So what we did on R1, show IP interface brief. Only do interface we assigned. So let's also do it right now. Let's turn on EIGRP on both of these. Router EIGRP 100, no auto summary, network for my loopback and for my serial interface. This will do the job. R1, the whole configuration is done. What? We assign an IP and a loopback, turn EIGRP on both of them. Let's go to R3. Similar stuff we have to do here. What? We have to have a loopback, and we are going to use same loopback. Interface serial 60, IP address will be 23111. Let's take. And the routing protocol, router EIGRP 100. No auto summary, network for the 12 network. Oh, not 12 we have a 23 network, and my loopback. So let's write down the IPs also. In here we have 12111. In here I have 23111, 12112, and in here I have 23112. Only the middle router left. We have two interfaces here. interface serial 60, IP address 12.112.255.255.255.0, no shut. Interface serial 61, IP address 23.112.255.255.255.0, no shut. Exit out. Two interfaces, and on both of them let's turn on EIGRP 100. Now auto summary, network 12.0.0 and network 23.0. Show IP route. Look what is happening. The network 1110 is coming from both sides, from 12.111 as well and from 23.111 as well. So task 1, meaning what? On R2 1110/24, what was the task? We want to filter it. We should have this route only via R1, so here we have to do the filtering. On R2 is to this, we want this network only via R1. So let's do that. Let's use the tools that we already have. What? Standard ACL and the distribute list. So let's use them to do this thing. Config T. And look, we had some restriction this time. We are allowed to use interface in the distribute list. So good thing, we can tell particular interface. So we will do one thing, we will use standard ACL, we'll do the filtering, and we are going to apply the distribution list on this interface right here in the incoming direction. And it should do the filtering from here, and in the routing table, this network should come only via this side. Right now what's happening? Do show IP route, it is coming from both sides, from 12.111 and from 23.111 as well. So let's start the task. Access list 1. I want to deny whatever prefix you want. 0.0.0.255. Access list 1, permit any. Rest of the things I want to permit from that side. Now go to the routing protocol, router EIGRP 100, and use the distribute list command 1, and we want to apply in the incoming direction this time. From which side? If I just do enter, you know what will happen? The route will disappear from here and here as well. From both sides it will not be accepted, it will be filtered from both interfaces. We don't want it from here. So I will tell the interface S61 and wait for the EIGRP resync message. It should take not more than 10-20 seconds. So our task 1, we want to filter this route from here because we want 110 only from this left side. Message came, do show IP route, and our task is done. The route from 23.111 is filtered now. It is not coming in the routing table. Done. So it was with like no restrictions, nothing. We were allowed to use the interface command, and we did do that. Do show history. Look here, we use the interface. But what if you are not allowed to use interface? Without that, can you do that? It is hard. If you are using only the standard access list, you cannot even tell, because standard ACL only tells what prefix you want to filter. It won't tell you where they are coming from. That's why we have to tell that on this interface I want to filter it out. But now task number 2 here, we are not allowed to use the interface. So what is the alternative? The alternative is we will not use the standard ACL, we will use the extended ACL. So first thing first, whatever we have done, let's first remove that regarding the filtering, meaning what? No access list 1. Go to the router and also remove the distribute list. No distribute list 1 in the inside direction from S61. If you remove the command, do show run section router. It's a very powerful filtering command. It will tell you whatever you have done on the router EIGRP, on the routing protocol. So there is no distribute list and there is no access list present as well. Just a sec. No access list as well, all are removed, and do show IP route. The result will be default, both routes will be coming from here. So now what we have to do, we will use the extended ACL. How? I will tell you. We will create an extended ACL and we will say when my source is 23.111 and when my destination is the prefix, meaning the routes. Just look here, you will understand it more. Access list, extended list number, so something between 100 to 199. Let's use 101. Deny IP host when it is coming from 23.113. In our case it is actually 23.111. So deny IP host when it is coming from 23.111, and in the destination you will say the prefixes, the routes you want to filter. So filter these routes when they are coming from this IP. When they are coming from this IP. After that, permit everything else. So when the routes will be coming from here, they will be coming from 12.111. But the prefixes when coming from here will be coming from 23.111. It will match with the ACL and they will be denied. So let's do that. What's the task? Using extended ACL instead of standard to do the route filtering. Access list 101. I want to deny IP, means any protocol, anything for the routes. Now the source, host IP. Who is my source? My source will be this because I want to filter it from here. Destination. In the destination you are going to give the prefix that you want to filter out. Next command, access list 101, permit everything else. Now we will not apply this on any interface. Okay, we will just apply it on the EIGRP, and it will be checking from left side and on the right side also. But from the left side the source will not be this, so they will be permitted. But from the right side the source will be this, so automatically they will be filtered. Right now what is happening? I am getting the routes from both sides. So my ACL is ready. Let's just apply that using the distribute list utility. Router EIGRP 100, distribute list 101, and I want to apply it on the in direction, and that's it. Why? Because I'm not allowed to use the interface. I will apply it on any interface, and I can do that now because I'm checking the source. So exit out, do show history. These were the commands. Create the ACL, tell the source from where you want to filter the routes, then permit everything else, apply using the distribute list. Now show IP route, and my task is done. The outcome of both was same, but for the task 1 we used standard ACL. Now we did the same task, we filtered the routes via 23.111 and we used extended ACL for that. Okay, so this was your basic filtering. Why basic? Because standard ACL and extended ACL are not really very powerful almighty tool. They are basic security things that you study in CCNA only. We just use what you have done already in CCNA basics and use a special tool known as distribute list. What's the use of that tool? It can apply ACL and multiple stuff on the routing protocol. And you know what was the result? You were able to filter the routes. So this was basic filtering, and we use the routing protocol EIGRP. In the next lecture, let's do some advanced stuff, meaning what? We'll be using route maps and prefix list as well. Prefix list is very interesting, meaning what? This thing is known as prefix, right? And this /24, it is known as prefix length. So using that prefix length, I can filter it out. It is so handy, I can say just filter out the prefix which have /24 or which have more than /24. That thing you can never ever do using standard ACL or extended ACL, because both standard and extended ACL look at the IP address only. None of them have the power to look at the prefix. So for that you will be using prefix list. So this was for today only. Let's see you in the next lecture of Cisco with Aman Soman.